Okay, so I got this idea from watching a video on base building. You can build, instead of taking over a settlement like the old Fallouts and putting people to work and building it up, here you can actually build a base. You have what's called the camp. It's basically a toolbox thing that you set down and unfold, and it creates a footprint. And I think the footprint grows as you go up in level.
I'll be straight with you. I think we're past the point where
But
I just want
inside
to
that
use you to
footprint,
further
you
my
can
own
actually
goals.
build structures.
Maybe starting to like you. Now, I don't want you thinking your pal Rose is going soft
However,
on you, so let me just
the
say
structures,
this.
you have a
If you
budget.
ever get
You
it
can
in your
only
head
build
to
so
screw
much.
me over, I will gut you with this here song
And as you can see,
up
if
like
you look at the upper
Christmas
right hand corner,
Nothing
I've used my
personal.
budget up completely on this structure. And the thing is, most of it is a pre-existing building in the game that I just took over for my own purposes. This building and that silo existed here, and oops, and I just took it over. And I'm sure I won't be the only one, because other people are going to see that video and think, hey, that's a kick-ass idea. Because I don't have to spend money. First and foremost, critters like to come up and gnaw on your building and destroy walls and knock down shit, and you have to just keep rebuilding it. Well, they can't destroy this. And on top of it, these doors are automatically locked. Not automatically, I guess what I'm saying is that they're a zero level lockpick. Critters won't open those doors. And there's a garden. Now, about half of this is mine. I planted some of it, but there's like 5 potato plants and a couple of these. That one's mine. I think that one's mine. A couple of these murt fruit plants that I planted, but I got fairly good garden going on here, which, of course, critters will probably eat my food, and I may rethink putting my own food out here because it draws them in, and then they want to beat up on stuff. Same thing with the grill, the chair, that chair. They can't hurt this foundation, but this wall right here with the door in the middle, I put that up. And I actually forgot to wait. Oh, that's not the way I wanted to do this. Yeah, there's my door. Requires 3 lockpick skills, so you have to have all 3 perks to open it, but it's my door, I can open it. Now that is the barn slider door. That one you have to pick, which isn't too hard, hence the reason I have this door, to keep unwanted intruders out. And it doesn't relock when you close it. Now that it's unlocked, I'm not sure if another player came up if this sliding door would be open. Now inside I have all my workbenches. That's a stash. Access to my stash. Tinker workbench. Chemistry station. Of course I have turrets in here because it didn't this time, but almost every time something spawns in here. On a new server, there'll always be something inside this building, and when I spawn in and my camp is created, the turrets will kill it. I put these 2 walls up. Those are 2 defensive concrete walls to cover that other door in case somebody decides to pick it and try and get in. They're going to have to beat down my concrete, which will flag them as a criminal, a wanted person. So I put these generators in and hooked them up to the building, That's running my water purifier. Plus hooking them up to the building powers. Oops. Powers lights. See the lights up in the ceiling there? We've got those. Plus there's one lone light in this building that was here existing, and when I powered the building up, that light came on. Which is interesting and cool. That existing light in a static structure came on. I can't get rid of this tractor and all this crap, these shelves, that's all the existing stuff in here. But it's worth it not to have to keep rebuilding my building every day when mole rats and sometimes super mutants even showed up at my other camp and would beat on my building. Now this, for some reason, looks like dirt, so I was able to put a water pump inside to get dirty water, which I then can boil and turn into good water. Plus I could plant a couple carrots inside here where critters won't get at them. There's my cook stove. No way to close these windows, but I'm not that concerned. I got enough turrets in here that, and it really don't matter. 100 critters can pile up out there. They can't get me. Last night I must have got nuked 5-6 times. I just have my power armor on. That's another thing that won't damage this building, is a nuke. It may damage this, but it won't damage my building. And if it does damage that, Christ, did I put my damn... Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Well, I'll figure it out later. I can't figure out where I put my camp device. Oh, there was critters in here. Liberator Mark 0. The Chinese sent those over during the Great War to spread propaganda, and they're pretty deadly too. I mean, to new players anyway. Well, my camp device is in here somewhere, but I can't figure out where I placed it. Anyway, this building is pretty cool because I don't have to keep rebuilding it, and I don't really care if a player finds their way. They can break in if they got the lockpicking skill, or they could just beat my door down until it, you know, go criminal until they get in. But the critters won't get in. And then of course I have defenses out front here, turret up on the roof, 2 turrets here. If a critter starts beating on something trying to destroy it, they're gonna get chewed up. And then when I log off, it goes away. It gets stored, and then when I log back in, it's all set up right here, no matter what server I'm on, unless somebody else is already in this spot. Then it'll give me the option. Do I want to log in anyway, or do I want to go to a different server? I saw it on a video, and that guy was getting all elaborate with his designs. I thought, it don't got to be that elaborate. It just has to be useful. He built an upstairs, and I started out that way. I had a whole upstairs up there. Then when I got it done, I thought, well, what the fuck is the downstairs for then? And I had a whole structure built out back with my generators housed in it, and I thought I'll just be repairing that. Defeats the purpose. So now everything's inside. Critters can't get to it, and it'll never get destroyed by a nuke or any kind of critter. Even if the critters beat this down, they still can't get inside and destroy any of this, which is the expensive stuff to replace. So I just thought I'd share this. If anybody likes building in games, this game's got a pretty decent setup for it. Still got some wonky shit, like there's no precision when placing stuff when you try to put it down. You know, rotating it, you can only rotate it. You can't raise and lower it except by moving around. And it's kind of hard to get stuff to line up properly, but it snaps together once you get it into proper place. It just kind of snaps. So, just thought I'd share.